How often does the ABS release data on migration and building approvals?
On how often does the ABS release data on?
Migration and on building approvals.
Don't know. We can certainly tell you that on notice.
So I'm pretty sure migration is quarterly.
Yes.
Building approvals. Yeah, might take that.
That's either monthly or quarterly.
Okay, how often does the ABS release data on dwelling commencements and completions?
I think that's monthly, isn't it? We don't have the frequencies in front of us other than for I can tell you the headline ones, GDP,
Okay.
CPI, labour force, I can tell you those.
So some of these are probably quarterly.
Could be.
Okay, can you provide that on notice, please?
Sure.
Thank you. What about home loans? Do you collect data on home loans?
APRA? I think APRA or the RBA.
You don't collect data on home loans?
So I don't believe we
On lending?
collect it, but we can take this on notice and correct the record if necessary. But as part of our lending indicators publication, we provide data on that. But as others have said, it's collected by APRA and others.
Okay. I thought you might have some data sets on lending. Obviously not.
There we are, lending indicators. Thank you very much, Minister.
So we do have
We have a lending indicators release.
That's the publication we produce, but my recollection is that it's based on data source from APRA.
That's right.
Okay, so it's not your data.
Pardon?
It's APRA's data, is it?
Well, we're happy to take that on notice. It may well be that some of it is ours and some of it is theirs, but we can check.
Okay. And what about construction data? How is that looking at the moment?
Well, the national accounts are coming out tomorrow, and so you will get the latest at 11:30 tomorrow. What construction as one of the industries there will be data on that tomorrow.
Yeah, okay, because I believe that in terms of
I've just had confirmation that building approvals is monthly.
Monthly, okay, that's good. Building approvals or dwelling
No, building
commencements?
But if you want all of them, we can give you that on notice.
Yeah, because I think we want to try and look at some of this data on the same time period. So if some of them are quarterly, others are monthly.
Well, things feed into the quarterly national accounts. So, the sort of picture of GDP overall is quarterly.
So what about with this? I think so when did you last release data on home construction? Would that be the last quarterly?
I would. Well, certainly these things get hoovered up in the national accounts.
Yeah.
Certain.
So when was the last national accounts?
Well, the last national accounts was 3 months ago because we're releasing the next one tomorrow.
Yep. So
the ABS website's very. I'm just as you're asking questions.
You're so helpful.
Well, all I'm saying is Building Activity Australia. It looks like it was released on the 10th of the 4th, 2024. It says a green tick saying latest release.
Yeah.
And it looks at total dwelling commencements, private sector house commencements, private sector other residential, and total building work.
Because I'm glad you've made those comments, Minister, because it looks like we're at a decade low in terms of housing construction.
Well, I think we went to this yesterday, and it's covered in the
163,000 houses built in the calendar year 2023.
Which is why we want more housing to be built, which is why we're investing $32
But we're at a
billion
decade
over
low.
6 years. We went to this yesterday, and you were talked through by Treasury as well.
Yeah, we're at a decade low. So why are we at a decade low, do you think?
Well, it's a range of reasons. Some of it's to do with the fact that there hasn't been enough done in the previous decade.
But there were more houses built under the former government.
Well, I'm not sure that's the case.
Well, it is the case.
And that is why, you have opposed every element of our Homes for Australia policy.
I mean, only just 5 or 6
So
years ago, we were
you're
building
standing-
230,000 houses. Now we're down to 170,000.
Noting that the witness is the Australian Bureau of Statistics.
Well,
similar
I'm trying
about
to give
get
the
to
minister
dinner
some
break.
helpful data points.
Well, I'm trying to give you some helpful data
Well,
points.
you always
by
help.
telling
I
me
Everyone's
appreciate
being
it.
so helpful.
Well, I
Well, you
appreciate
could
it.
also save some of the questions on notice by just
Well, look,
going and having a look
as
at
you know,
how
I'm-
frequently this data is being produced.
Well, as you know, I like to be efficient, so I will put the rest of them on notice. But I did want to point out
Or
that
go to the website.
Oh, my
you know, I did want to. Sorry, what
More
was that?
efficient. Well, it's more efficient to go to the website than to put them on notice to get told they're on the website.
Possibly.
Well, I am
if they've got a
going to
government
put someone.
relations person to
I am going to
assist
put someone on notice, but
Okay.
I guess I was wondering whether you were going to wade in here, because I was going to ask you that question about why we're at a decade low on building completions. You've now given a political answer, which is fair enough, but I will have some actual questions for you on notice about the regularity of data and how that matches up.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.